Hi guys, TotallyDubbed here, and I've just come back from the Galaxy S10 Unpacked event that took place in London. Now in this video I'll be showcasing the Galaxy S10e, the budget variant, the middle S10 and the higher priced S10 Plus. Unfortunately there was no hands-on area for the 5G variant nor the foldable Galaxy phone that was announced at the event. All the description and press releases and specs will be in the description below, so be sure to check that out. In this video I'll be very much going through those three phones that I mentioned and in my initial hands-on experience with them. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first phone I actually picked up and set up was the Galaxy S10 Plus. I was very much impressed to see how fast the inbuilt print sensor was. It responded very quickly and was very intuitive. It's actually better than, at least upon first impression, over its competitors, such as the ones found on the OnePlus 6T or the Mate 20 Pro. Facial unlock is also available, and I really like the fact there's a little ring that revolves around the camera when it's looking for your face. And once it finds it, which is pretty instantaneous, you swipe up and you unlock. Really intuitive and very easy to use. Now, what's quite interesting and something that might not be as picked up as from other people because of loads of features that the Galaxy S10 line brings is actually the user interface. One major complaint that a lot of people have with Galaxy phones is the TouchWiz interface, and this seems not to have been utterly scrapped. There's still an overlay that's present, but the overall experience is a lot smoother, a lot faster, and a lot more seamless. Apparently, Samsung has been working more closely with Google in order to better the experience, and I must say it's very impressive. This phone, much like all the other S10 line and the S9, has a 3.5mm jack, which is great to see. In this day and age, most smartphone manufacturers are actually ditching it. There's a USB-C port, obviously for charging, and also a downward firing speaker. Now, other than that, in terms of the Galaxy S10 and S10 Plus, the rear-facing cameras are essentially the same. There's a triple camera at the back. But at the front, you have a slightly different sort of array of cameras. You've got dual cameras on the S10 Plus and a single in-display camera at the front for the regular S10. In terms of size-wise, they're actually quite all easy to hold. In comparison to my Honor View 20, the S10 Plus was pretty much identical. So you can imagine that the S10 and the S10e are easier to hold in hand. So as you can see here, I'm holding the S10e, and this does not feature an inbuilt fingerprint sensor. Rather, on the right hand side, the power button doubles up as the fingerprint sensor, somewhat similar to the Galaxy A7 line or the mid-range smartphones that Samsung offers. Again, in terms of size-wise, you can see there's a nice little size difference over here, so there's really something to fit everyone. Impressive to see that Samsung have kind of catered for every single market, and also the fact that, you know, the bigger the phone, I guess the more features that you get, more space, let's say, to put that technology. In terms of design, I'm not too captivated by the design. If anything, the bluish design was the one which really stood out to me. But other than that, I can't really say that it's something that is really beautiful and lovely to see in comparison to other phones out there. Now, what's interesting is its reversible charging function as well. This can be activated by simply toggling on a setting, and therefore you can charge a wireless enabled device directly with your Galaxy S10. Very easy, very intuitive. However, it doesn't always work in certain positions, so you might be a little bit finicky in certain points. So overall, what do I think about the S10 line? I think Samsung have done a fantastic job. However, pricing is not cheap. It is pretty expensive. All three phones are pretty expensive, let alone the 5G and the foldable phone, which are ridiculously expensive. Nevertheless, it's very much exciting to see Samsung really stepping up its game and really bringing out the fight to other manufacturers. Stay tuned to see my full review, and I'll be sure to bring out an honest, unbiased review. Alright guys, I've been TotallyDubbed. Take care and bye-bye.